The brother Litty show. Cause it's the brother Litty show.
You know the fucking vibes, man. It's the motherfucking brother Litty show, man.
You know the fucking vibes, man. It's your boy Litty Willie from the Brothers Litty Show. And I gotta say once again, even though some of y'all might not see it, some of y'all did see it. Part 2, aka Part 1, aka the remix, aka the appetizer, all that other good shit.
Run it back.
We got Trop Davinci in the building. What's
Yes,
poppin'?
Yes, sir. What's good?
Yo.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a little bit more at ease today because we flex a little bit.
That was a warm up.
Yeah, we flex a little bit.
Vibing.
So how'd you hear about the Brothers Litty Show? Let me start off like straight out the bat.
Okay, man. So I mean, I saw the interview you did with Gunplay, and then I was watching your page, and I was like, damn, I gotta do something with dog. Like, it's dope. Like, and then you feel me? I know I need to get more out there and stuff. Like we talked about that other day, and I just reached out, bro, and I thought it was dope. I thought the whole aesthetics to it, with the whole camera work and just the vibe. You feel me? The vibe. It felt like. It didn't feel like one of these awkward little interview guys. Nah, it was like dope. Like it was from, and especially from the crib. So it's like, bro, you know, I gotta support, you know, entrepreneurs from the crib. You feel me? So
we trying, bro. So Trop Davinci, you go by Trop or Trop Davinci?
Trop Tigre, Trop Davinci, Trop, you know, whatever.
Because I was reading your credits, and your credits are simply Trop. Yeah. So is that political?
It's Trop or Trop Davinci. If you like, technically speaking, yeah. Trop Tigre is like a little acronym that I got right now, you know. But
if you're Dominican, you know what that means.
Yeah, un tigrazo. But Trop Davinci or Trop is
right.
Yeah, my checks say Trop Davinci.
How do you reverse that in the bank when you go there and get the government?
Yo, I had to go through I had to get a letter from my lawyer. It was a whole mission, bro.
See, people don't ask questions like this because do they write checks out to Rick Ross, not his full government name?
Yeah, you actually need, in my case, I needed a letter from my lawyer, a legal representative of me to confirm that I am professionally known as Trop or Trop Davinci.
Damn, bro.
And then they gotta call the bank owner, and the bank manager has to stamp it and approve it. And yeah, it's a whole little process.
So you big time, man. Give your fucking self some credit. You big time, bro.
Man,
you big time, bro. I go to the bank. They say, Mr. Fernandez, yes. How may I help you? Nigga, I want them to say, Mr. Litty Willie, yes. How much money do you want to check?
Man, they had my check. They were holding that from me, bro. They didn't even let me like. They just held it, and I was like, damn. So I can't even. It's in my account, but I can't do nothing with it. My card is locked. Like I can't do nothing. It's like, damn.
I would have took out hella loans on the Trop Davinci too, and then bring them bitches back.
Scott.
Yeah, I said, growing up in Dade County, Braddock High School.
Yeah.
Listening to Rick Ross, that was the majority of shit you were growing up to.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Definitely, the Rich Forever mixtape played a key role in like just everyday vibes in the whip, coming home from work, smoking in the whip on the way back from work. Like, yeah.
Was that the Dodge Neon?
The Dodge Neon, bro. Yep, I had a Dodge Neon that I got from this little old lady that was my neighbor, and she was giving the car away. She basically like sold it for me for like $3,500. And she always knew us. You feel me? She would always hang out by the house and stuff. Yeah,
she let it go.
Neon.
But at least it was a good car because it was an old lady that had it. It wasn't like, you know.
Yeah, it was pretty much brand new. It was almost like brand new because she barely even used it. So like, you feel me?
But blasting Ross in the Neon.
Blasting Ross in the Neon, man. I had that thing sounded like it had like 212s in it. You feel me?
Facts. Yeah. So you graduate high school. Do you go to college after that, or?
I went to I didn't go to college. I didn't even graduate high school, bro. I got kicked out of high school. Senior year, they had kicked me out the first month.
Wow.
Yeah, we got like this new principal, and she kicked out everybody that had like bad attendance, bad grades. Like she did a whole sweep, and I couldn't even. It was more than that. It was like I had done some stuff or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, I couldn't even get back into any Dade County public school, so I had to go get my GED. So, and then from there, I went to a technical engineering school, audio engineering school called SAE, and from there it just went up. Like,
so that's how it started.
That's how I always had my passion for music, but like my sister used to tell me, oh, go to this school, and I went by one day to see, and I saw they had these studios. And I was like, damn, I gotta get in the studio. And I really just joined to get in the studio.
Right.
And then, but like, I realized that, damn, if I really want to make something out of myself, I gotta like apply myself. And then it grew from there. You feel me?
How much did you learn from the school that you use today, or was it just like a blueprint, and then everything else is.
It was kind of a blueprint, but one thing that I would say, bro, is like education matured me in such a crazy way, bro. Like it really changed me, bro, because like my mind state, I just think about how I was before, like when I was like 17, 18, 16 to like how I am now, and it's like, bro, like you mature so much, like learning stuff, bro. You feel me?
Right.
So it's like, yeah, the school gave me the blueprint, but then like I learned more than I ever learned working in like the actual field. I got a job at a studio called Audio Vision, and working with Ross and doing all that, like I actually learned so much more, like how it really goes down. You feel me?
Right, I got you. So then we go from SAE school, we learn engineering, we got the blueprint.
Right.
Then we move to next, which is what's your first big working, I'm in this business, like not Ross, but
yeah, I got an internship at a studio called Audio Vision. I was interning for like 6 months, and then I was just working my way up, and boom, they gave me a session one day, and the session just so happened to be Fetty Wap. And
dope.
And I was still an intern, and after that session, this is when Fetty Wap was booming. Trap Queen was going crazy. He was popping, and after that, like they hired me. You feel me? So that was like my first little experience. Yeah, and then from there I just kept working and just.
So your name built up working in that studio. You built up your resume.
Yeah, in a sense, definitely built up my resume. Definitely got familiar with artists like Zoe Dollars, Jim Jones, Rob Banks. You know, I even brought Smoke Perp around there and Lil Pump.
Dope.
Yeah.
And that was Lil Pump already. Lil Pump, or was it the gun in his mouth? Lil Pump still.
No. This was. I remember I used to work with Smoke Perp and Lil Pump when they were just. It's
okay to say it. Nobodies when they were nobodies.
When they had a little buzz. They had a buzz, but they weren't what they were now before the millions of dollars.
Right.
They used to come to my studio in the back and just vibe and kick it. I remember Pump being so excited to be in the big studios. Like he had all these little beads in his hair and stuff. And how is he in person now? Because I've interviewed a lot of people, and you know, a lot of people are not what they are on TV. So is he that obnoxious in real life, or nah, man? A lot of it is for the theatrics, you know, the image and stuff, and you know they got an audience to please. So you know, it's part of that. But these kids are young kids, bro, and they're like rock stars, bro. They just turn up and do shows and have fun. So that's really what it is. But you know, they're good people, bro.
Because I think people need, like me and you need to kind of like put especially people, because I'm old. I'm 32.
Nah, man, you ain't that old.
Well, I'm old when it comes to music and shit like that, because I see some of the shenanigans and I'm like, bro, you would aggravate me if I hung out with you. Like, you would really aggravate me.
There's some artists that are definitely like that. Definitely.
Real life like that.
Yeah. No, facts.
And how do you deal with that? Just charge them extra money?
I sprinkle a little tax on that thing, and man, it's tough. Bro.
Patience, because you're a young man. You're 26.
26. And it's just patience, bro. It's just patience. Like
you know that you're very mature for your age. Like you're advanced for your age. Cause
you think so?
I mean, you work in here a lot, so you don't see your people outside.
You don't be seeing me when I'm here with my homies and shit. Like me and my homie John Austin, bro. We act like kids, bro.
But you know when to turn it off.
Yeah, definitely.
You know when to turn it off.
For sure.
You know, you take a motherfucker from the hood or somebody that doesn't have no home training, and you put them in the middle of celebrities, they're either gonna act like an asshole or try to fight somebody or something like that. Yep. So you're very mature, I gotta say. You know?
Yeah, definitely. And that comes with, like, I feel like that came with like the maturity of really like educating myself. You feel me?
Right.
Like, so like if anybody's watching this and they're in college or something, bro, just stick with that, bro. Like, you feel me? Like, I'm not gonna say school's for everybody. School's not for everybody. But like, you feel me? Like, if you're trying to just accomplish some shit,
mature up.
Yeah, mature up.
Mature up.
For real, bro. Like that shit. Yeah.
So getting into working with Ross, was that through Skrilla, or how did that happen?
Skrilla, how you know Skrilla, dog?
It happens.
How you know Skrilla? Nah, but yeah, shout out to Skrilla, bro. He's the one that actually introduced me to Ross, and he actually like got me and Ross acquainted, and through that introduction, I was able to take it to the next level. But I used to work with Skrilla a lot before I even worked with Ross.
You learn a lot of shit from him?
Yeah, definitely. You know, Skrilla was an amazing artist, and he used to engineer his own stuff. So he would need somebody to record him, and I used to just jump in and record him, and then from there, like, he saw what I could do, and he's like, oh, okay, dog's dope. Let me just get him to record. And then we just built that relationship like that. He would book like 4 or 5 hours. I would be the one engineering, and it would be cool vibes, bro. Skrilla was cool, and like, I'm always thankful for him introducing me to Ross. Like, you feel me? He was also doing work with Ross and Maybach Music. He's actually on his 9th album.
Oh, dope.
He's featured on a song called Triple Platinum. Hard ass verse too. He got.
Do you go back and do music for him now since like you're on your level? Like,
I don't know. I haven't heard of him, man. Like, he's just been like, I don't know. I know he's still doing music. I just haven't really heard of him. Like, he's probably just doing his own thing, you know.
Right.
Like, and I'm kind of just running my business. You feel me?
Right. So you meet Ross.
Yeah.
Conversation. How does it start? How does it go? Where did y'all meet? You know, what was the? Give us the play by play, because I'm sure that's something you remember forever.
Yeah, definitely. So I was doing a session with Skrilla. And I guess Skrilla had Ross come through. They were gonna do a song for Super Cindy of 99 Jams, and Ross was doing a verse, Skrilla was doing a verse, and I think DJ Sam Sneak did the ad libs, and I recorded. I think that was the first time I recorded Ross on the song. And after that session, Skrilla called me over and was like, yo, Rose, like, lil homie can get us the studio. And I just gave Ross my business card, and then he looked at it. He's like, "Oh, when can you be back?" And I'm like, "As soon as you need me." He's like, "All right, I'm gonna call you at 9 in the morning." And I was like, "All right." And then I woke. It was a long night. I had like another session, so I woke up like at 12 noon. And I wake up and I have like 5 missed calls from Ross. And then I got a text saying, "Yo, it's Rose. Come through, house in Davie." I'm like, damn, it's really Rose. Like, shit. All right, for sure. You feel me?
So you're lucky you got the opportunity, because it was 12 o'clock and he called you at 9 like he said.
Yeah, but it was really, I had went over to the crib to set up a studio for him.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
He wasn't even there. I set up a studio for him. Like, I set up these speakers. And
so that was like the introduction
to see, like, okay, he knows what he's doing,
right.
Okay, and then from there we just kept like close contact. We would text and stuff like that, like, yo, I did this, I did that. And he called me up and he's like, yo, I need you in Atlanta. And from then he like flew me out to Atlanta. And then he flew me out to Atlanta.
Is that big ass crib that he's always in right now?
That's, yeah. Well, back and forth. He has that, and then he has another crib, like a studio mansion, which is like big mansion, right. Studio, whatever. And he puts me in this big ass room, talking like some Hit Factory looking shit. And he tells me, yeah, I need this running, and I need you to set this up. And I'm looking at it like, I'm like, yo.
You didn't admit that you didn't know what the fuck you were doing, right?
I didn't, bro. I was like, yo, like, what the fuck? Like, what do I do? I'm like, fuck, what did I get myself into?
Thank God for YouTube.
No, YouTube, bro. YouTube ain't gonna help you fix that shit, bro. That shit was a big ass board. Like, yo, I was like, bro. I figured out how to get some sound through it,
right?
And that was all I could really figure out, because like it needed like a whole technical engineer to go and like rewire stuff. So
Did you smoke to calm yourself down, or you couldn't?
I'm not gonna lie. At that time, I smoked a lot, and I was just praying I'd find a roach somewhere and like. But at the same time, I didn't even want to smoke, because I was like, bro, like I'm in Rose crib, like
I got fuck up.
Yeah, bro, like you feel me? So. It was like, you know, it was like I just had to really apply myself. I ended up getting some engineer guy, like some super technical live sound guy that knew all about boards. Like, you'd be surprised. Nobody really knows about that shit anymore. Boards, like mixing boards and stuff. Right. They don't know about it. Bro, I went through a mission to find that guy. And he was the guy in Atlanta. Like, he did the Braves Arena, the live sound.
Oh shit! So
yeah, no,
he's big time.
He was big time with all.
So you owe him your life. What's his name? Do you remember his name? Shout him out.
His name was I think Dill Beckham.
Dill Beckham. Shout out to Dill Beckham, because he saved your life,
bro. Like, it was me and him just really. I was assisting him, and he was like mixing, like not mixing, but like changing up things in the board, rewiring.
How'd you find him?
Bro, I had called like a bunch of different studios, and they all 3 of them recommended me this one guy, and it was the Dill guy. And he had a company called Pickle Pro Audio, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Dill Pickle.
Yeah. and you feel me, bro? He came through, bro, and like he made it happen, bro. But the board was really messed up. Like, it hadn't been used in so long that he had to like really do some crazy stuff to like make it work. Like, and he was telling me, he's like, yo, like, this is. You would have probably not figured
never figured it out.
Like, you feel me?
So when Ross comes in, was he happy that the shit was working?
Yeah. He puts me on his Snapchat and stuff. He's all like, he puts us on his Snapchat, and then people start seeing that I'm with Ross, and it's crazy. Through a Snapchat, like, shout out, bro. I got like so many interactions on Twitter. People like DMing me, yo, I see you, bro. Like, I'm like, damn.
Facts.
You feel me?
So dope. Then we got the studio set up in Rick Ross's house. We did. Shout out to Dill Pickle. Then what's the first track that we work on with Ross?
The first one was the Super Cindy one in Miami. I recorded his verse on that.
So that one was you, produced by...
No, not produced. Not
that's
produced.
what I'm saying. First produced track.
Oh, production. I had to like work my way up to that, bro. Because like at first he wasn't trying to hear my beats. I ain't gonna lie. Like he wasn't like I was playing them. I was playing with my phone. He's like, cut that off, like. But like, I
not in a nice way, like
not just like straight up, like you feel me. But I respect it, bro, because you feel me. I ain't, you know.
He's a fucking A-list celebrity. So.
You know, it's like you gotta. They were really like trying to see where my loyalty was at, bro.
Right,
and it's like I respect that, and like I appreciated that because like that tough love really molded me.
Right.
But there was one day that I woke up. He always wakes up at 5 a.m, like every day, Monday through Sunday, 5 a.m, gets in the studio, and he's like, yo. I need some beats. Like he was just like, you got any beats to play? And I was like, yeah, I got beats. And then I played him like 4 or 5 beats, and he picked like 5 of them, and he finished like 2 tracks to 2 of them, and one of them was super dope. And then another one was potentially a placement for his album, and for Port of Miami, and Port of Miami 2. And this was in the beginning, right? Like right when he was like saying, we're gonna start working on Port of Miami 2.
How long, for people? Sorry to cut you off. How long was Ross working on that for people that didn't know?
Man, probably like a solid 2 years, maybe more, 2 years and a half.
So that's when it is. So all right, so he picks 2.
He actually did like 5 references on them. He did like 5 references on the beats. He finished one, and then he worked on another one, and then that one was like the one he was really fucking with, and then it's in the vaults right now, but you never know what could happen. It might pop up here and there in the future.
Well, you just know that Nas, after 15, 20 years, dropped the whole mixtape with everything that didn't make all his albums.
Same with Drake. He did all the leaks, that weren't supposed to come out. He put them on the demo tape, and
right.
You know?
Right.
Yeah.
That's another stamp for Trop Davinci later on.
Yeah, hopefully, man. I hope, in the future down the line.
So when you're making beats, do you sample? How's your beat production life work?
Bro, I play everything. Like, I don't really know music, like, how to play an instrument. I kind of know, like, little piano riffs and stuff. Mm-hmm. So I play my own sounds, but I do sample. And I'm diving more into sampling because, like, it really...
It's beautiful.
Like, it's dope, and you can make some really fire stuff, and it inspires me. So it's like, yeah, I'm always looking for some dope samples. So
I got you on them.
Yeah.
I always wanted to be a beat maker, and I don't have the time and the patience.
Send me some dope samples,
but I know
we can work something out.
Fire. I don't want to work shit. I just wanted you to say that sounds. If you can tell me, yo, I made a beat out of that, I'm gonna be happy as fuck.
Send me some. Definitely.
So we got the Rick Ross. We got the 2 tracks.
Yeah.
Let's fast forward to Port of Miami 2.
Yeah.
Nobody's favorite.
Yeah.
That is like, anybody wants to argue with me, we can argue. That's the most.
Let's hear it. What y'all think about it?
No, that's the most standout track on the album. Standout.
Yeah.
When I say standout, I'm meaning you can play that from beginning to end. But when you hear that, it's a different kind of feel. Like, no disrespect to Ross, because Ross is Ross. Like, Ross is the Jay-Z of the South.
Yeah.
But
big time.
What that album stands out. So how did that come about?
I was working on this beat for like the whole day, bro. Like the whole day.
That beat.
I was working on it the whole day, like just changing little things here and there. And then I sent it to him. No response. I pulled up to the crib, played him some beats. And there's a part I played that same beat, and there was a part in the beat where it pitches down. And once he heard the pitch down, he like, ooh. And then from there, he just like, he said like, pull it up, I'm gonna lay a little reference. He laid the reference, and he walks back out, and he hears, he's like, okay. And then he just kept building off that, and it became the song. And then he got gunplay on it.
That's what did he know he was gonna have gunplay on there?
It was a couple days after that. He was like, I'm gonna have gunplay pull up and lay a verse on this. And gunplay heard it, was like, oh, dope. And then gunplay wrote his verse in like 40 minutes and bodied that. You feel me? Like
the whole track.
Just bodied it. You feel me? Some spiritual shit. They both went spiritual on that shit. They just went crazy, bro.
I mean,
Shit.
shout out to Gunplay. I mean, y'all watched the interview, the
Yeah.
Santeria and all that.
Shout out
that
to
was
them.
in that was in the soul of that song, like that. Like you said, and that's the major part that can really catch. Like if you listen to beats and listen to music, that's the part that really catches you when it's dong dong, and then you hear dong like that. That's like a fucking whole. Y'all don't listen. Y'all don't feel it. Y'all don't listen to music. Put it like that.
They were they used that Gunplay was telling me, he's like, man, you don't even know, like they were telling me stories on tour, bro, about that song. Like I was like, bro, they really fucking with it, and he's like, yo, you got no idea, bro. Like I hear BT's on the river loves that song. You feel me? And he shot the video there too, so make sure y'all check out the video too. We almost had like over 10 million streams on that.
That's a fucking fly ass video too.
Yeah.
And your name's all over the writing, engineering, producing.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, give yourself some fucking credit. Like,
Thank you,
you
man.
know, when people listening to you on iTunes,
I try not to get caught up in all that.
You
but
have to.
I keep going. Like, you feel me? I just want to. What's next? What's next? You feel me?
what's next is always important, but you know, sometimes it is important to pat yourself on the back because not too many people. I shouldn't even say this. Nobody's gonna love you more than you.
That's true.
Nobody's gonna love you more than you, and you need to really give you that. That's the motivation for you to keep
That's
going.
a gem right there, bro.
So, you know, just keep going, but, you know, show yourself some credit. Look back to where you were. Look back riding into Granny's Neon and now being on motherfucking Port of Miami,
I
too.
would have never guessed, bro.
You know, Port of Miami, too. Do you understand that Port of Miami is like, you know, everybody has that, damn, I don't want to put these two categories together, but you got 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying.
Right.
You have Jay-Z, Reasonable Doubt. You got all these great first albums, and the second album of that name usually tends not to always do so well.
And it did. It billboarded at number one for like 2 weeks, 2-3 weeks. It was at number one on Billboard and top hip hop rap album. And Gold Roses actually got nominated for a Grammy too.
That was, you took my next question, but Gold Roses, was that something you worked on as well?
Yeah, definitely. I got to work on that as well. Yep.
And you know, for your name to Davinci, Grammy, like if it's in the same category, does that even get you a little hype?
It's dope. It's dope. It's dope. Like I like it. Like I'm very thankful, bro. Like I'm actually ordering the plaque ASAP. I got a couple plaques to order, but it's dope, bro. Like, you feel me? But I try not to get caught up, bro. I just want to know what's next. You feel me? Like I'm like tunnel vision right now, bro.
Well,
like,
if you get the plaques, I'll flex for you. If you don't want to do it, I'll flex for you.
We'll do an exclusive interview with the plaques.
Straight flex, bro. Like flex, like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like 4 bottles of Bel Air.
But I'm super thankful, man. Like that beat is amazing, and you know they both floated on that shit, bro. Like,
now, did you get a lot more people wanting to work with you when you did that? And
yeah, bro. I had like when the album dropped, like, bro, people were following me out of nowhere. Like I got some collabs in the works with this dope producer called Sledrin. He's part of Taylor Gang. This other really dope. Sledrin, yeah, Sledrin.
I thought it was Sledge Row, no?
Sledge Row is what, like, he goes, like, I guess, like, his nickname or something.
Oh, okay.
But,
so, yeah, I know who that is.
I know him by Sledrin. Yeah,
okay.
He's super, like, he's done a lot of classic stuff with his.
Yes.
Super dope producer, bro. And we actually got some crazy stuff in the works. It's in the vaults, but, you know, who knows when it's going to come out. But, and also this other guy named Foreign Got Him, a super dope YouTube producer, which also worked. He worked on the Roddy Ricch album. He did a couple things with Roddy Ricch, The Baby, Lil Mosey and stuff like that.
Okay.
I got a lot of collabs with him. You know, we're just trying to, you know, see what sticks.
Dope. So trap, it's just amazing how, like I said, Dodge Neon, Grammy, The Baby. I mean, The Baby's just the most popping thing right now. Roddy Ricch is the most popping thing right now. So, you know, you gotta. I'm telling you, open up your eyes. That's why you're on the show, just so you know.
I feel you.
This show is to boost everybody, like to make you understand where you're at. You know, because a lot of people don't get to see.
That's real, bro.
You know, people.
You know what it is too. I don't mean not to cut you off, but I feel like a lot of it is like because I'm really like in quarantine my whole life. Like,
facts. I
literally just go here. I wake up 9 in the morning. I'm here like till like 1, 2, 3 a.m. and it's like I really just like I hang out with my girl. Like hang out with my girl.
How do you have a girl with that?
Man, it's tough because me and her were together during the whole traveling back and forth, going to LA, going to Atlanta, and she was down with it, bro. That's why, like, I really shout out to her, shout out to Samantha, like, thank you very much.
Shout out to the wives. You see my wife here today.
No.
Shout out to the wives, bro.
Yeah. Shout out to the wifey, man, like, for real, because, like, she really, like, kept me grounded during that whole process, because it's like, you get so, like, involved in your work, you kind of don't have a life, and it's like, you kind of, like, at least with me, it kind of like gets me sad sometimes to think, like, damn, like, my whole family like starting a whole life without me. Like they doing like damn, like I'm here like by myself.
Disney World, everybody on vacation, and you're sitting in.
And I'm like sitting in the studio 24/7, but it's like I know what my purpose is, and it's like talking to her kept me like in tune with the real world. If you want to say it like that, you feel me?
So if any tracks that you produce or engineer gets any kind of awards, you get that award as well.
Yes, but you have to order it. Like you have to order the plaque, and then you call the people that make the plaque, and then they correlate with the label okays it, and then they make you the plaque. It's like a 6 to 8 week process.
Expensive though, or no?
Yeah, it's like $300-400.
I mean, that's I wouldn't mind paying that to stamp my, that's like putting my nuts on the wall. Like, yeah, I made this shit. They gonna argue with me.
I feel you. They gotta realize, cause I be still, I engineer for some local dudes, man, and they think they messing with like a regular degular. I'm like, bro, I gotta get these plaques on the wall, let y'all know who you really messing with, bro.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, listen, you charge. Like, I'm just throwing a number. You charge $20,
right?
And you tell niggas, look. I'm charging you $20, but I should be charging you $100. They're like, yeah.
$100 the hour.
But when that plaque goes up there, they're gonna pay the $100 without even arguing with you.
Right, anymore. That's what I feel like too. So it's like, man,
the plaque is gonna come back. It's gonna pay you back. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Facts.
So you got that. Now you have a track with Burner and Gunplay.
Yes. I just dropped the album with Nick Garcia. It's all produced by me. It's called Tamiami Kendall. We got a deluxe on the way. Shout out to Nick Garcia. We put this whole album together, me and him. I produced all tracks. Nick's on the vocals. I'm actually on the hook for the Burner and Gunplay. It's produced by Rose, co-produced by me, and I'm on the hook. Nick Garcia featuring Burner and Gunplay and myself. It's called The Code. It's almost at like 20,000 streams. All this independently. And yeah, bro,
no fake shit, no bought lights.
It's off the strength, bro. Off the strength. Me and Nick always politic. Shout out to Nick Garcia if I haven't said it. Me and him always politic on how to make what's the next big step. How can we make this bigger than what it is? How can we market this in a and he's dope with the marketing too. Like he's super dope. He always has these dope ideas.
King of Kendall. That's how I know him.
King of Kendall. Yes, sir.
He stirs up a lot of controversy.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do, man. When you 101, that's what you're supposed to do. Mm-hmm. So shout out to Nick Garcia, Tamiami Kendall. Make sure y'all stream it. It's out on all platforms: Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube. We got some dope visuals on the way. Stream The Code, and deluxe Tamiami Kendall Deluxe on the way.
Download it, stream it,
yeah.
Follow, because
download it. Yeah.
Yo, all your people I see on your Instagram got the Tamiami artwork on their profile picture. So if y'all fucking with my homeboy, y'all go put that shit on there.
Yeah, put that as your profile cover. I'll shout you out, man. Come on, and you get a follow from me and Nick.
There you go.
Tamiami Kendall on all platforms.
The studio we sitting in now. This is your studio. Shout out the name. Like, how did this start?
Yeah, this is Wave Lab Studios. It started with me, my boy John Austin, and Franco LaFlame. We had a spot in the back, and we now just expanded. So Franco runs that spot, and Franco and JR Dolo run that spot, and me and John Austin run this spot. And we just expanding, bro, pretty much, because we know the landlord here, so like we trying to just buy out this whole building.
There you go.
You feel me?
There you go.
Like,
I like that.
Yeah.
So y'all make sure if y'all trying to get some studio time, shout out to everybody. Shout out to Mix Masters, because that's my home, so I don't want to cross brand, but I'm still going to look out for my boy Trop Davinci. Y'all come over here. Y'all tell them the Brothers Litty Show send you, and you're going to skip the line.
Skip the line, get a friends and family discount, and you're going to realize we got the best sound in Miami. No pun intended. You feel me? But, yeah.
You dig me? Trop, what do you have working in the lab right now?
I got the Deluxe on the way, Tamiami Kendall Deluxe on the way. Nick Garcia and Trop Davinci, myself. We doing Tamiami Kendall Deluxe. I got some stuff.
A lot of locals on there?
I'm doing some stuff. I got actually Unico, dope rapper, dope R&B singer too.
That's my guy.
I plan on getting him on the album. You feel me? He's dope with it. I'm trying to get Cosmo, this legendary producer and artist from the Bay Area. He be working with Burner a lot. I'm trying to get him on the album. I'm just waiting on the verse. You feel me? I'm just waiting. He's be busy, so. But we're gonna see what comes about. But yeah, for right now, those two are really the only ones that we got. Like, but the music's timeless. So like, we got some crazy stuff in the works.
Bro, you use the key word, and that's what I love to hear. People don't understand. You got one-hit wonders, and then you got timeless music.
Yeah.
Not too many people make time. Like, nobody's favorite is gonna be timeless.
Yeah. Hopefully, I pray to God.
No. bro, I'm a music
It'll
connoisseur.
live forever at BT's on the river. I know that.
It's timeless. But you got a lot of songs and music that, like, even artists, like, for sure, Ross is gonna be timeless forever. Jane's gonna be timeless. You know, Fab, people like that. So when you say timeless music, I really appreciate that because you really understand the genre of music. And when you make a timeless track, that means 30 years from now, your kids could be doing some wild shit, but they'll still be rocking. His friends will know your shit.
Or they sample and take something from it, and it's like it becomes something else, and that's how you live, you know?
Right.
It's like fine wine, gets better with time.
There you go. We got, I mean, shout outs. No, hold on. I got one more question for you. I was going to give you shout outs.
Talk to me.
One more question. Top 5 producers.
Okay.
Top 5 producers.
That's a good one. I'm going to say Southside, Scott Storch, Zaytoven. That's a special one. Zaytoven, man. Love Zaytoven. Southside, Scott, Zay,
Kanye.
There we go. That's the one. Thank you, bro. See, I gotta. The lights is too bright. But
all the lights.
Kanye West, definitely a key role in molding me and becoming, you know, my passion for music. Dr. Dre, and I would say like Pharrell and Timbaland. It's like a tie.
You go further back. Do you do with like Primo?
Oh man, yes, bro. I love
Primo's one of my top.
Yeah. Primo, DJ Premier, bro. Alchemist, bro. Even Havoc from
Harry
Mobb
Fraud?
Deep.
Harry
Yes, bro. Yes, I love all those guys, bro.
Like,
I had my wave, bro. You feel me? I had my
yeah.
Harry Fraud wave. I had the Primo wave when I was listening to Gangstar, trying to like pick up.
That's why people know Gangstar down here.
No, definitely, bro. You know, like I know about it, like definitely. I don't know, probably don't know as much as you, but I know like certain stuff. Like
I get lost.
Rest in peace, Guru.
Rest in peace, Guru. Rest in peace. You know, there's a lot of people that, you know, just all the producers.
Gems, man, gems.
And DJs too. Shout out to DJ EFN because I always want to produce. This is Drink Champs Army T-shirt.
Salute to Drink Champs.
But DJ EFN is he's from Kendall as well, and you know, I'm from the Bronx, but I moved to Miami. But I like DJ EFN because DJ EFN stands strong for Miami. Like he's, you know, he puts on. He's Hispanic. You know, I'm not trying to make this a colored thing, but he's also Hispanic. So he, you know, he makes sure that us Latinos, you know, get our, you know, put our shit on. We did an interview with him and everything. So.
That's what's up, bro. That's dope. Y'all gotta check that out, man. Brothers Litty, man, for real.
Shout outs. Everybody, just go.
Man, shout out to Maybach Music. Shout out to the Untouchable. You feel me? Maybach Music. Shout out to Bel Air, Black Bottle Boys, Black Bottle Girls. Shout out to Rose. Shout out to Tomcat. Shout out to DJ Sam Sneak.
Hey.
You feel me?
Gunplay,
the whole
Morales.
The whole Maybach family, man. You know, I'm loyal forever, bro. Forever loyal to Maybach Music. Shout out to Skrilla. Shout out to my team, John Austin, Franco LaFlame, Wave Lab Studios. Shout out to Nick Garcia, Tammy Kendall Deluxe on the way, and make sure y'all smoke on some Vibes papers too. Shout out to Burner, Cosmo, everybody at Cookies on the West Coast.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Make sure you roll it in the vibe.
Alright, y'all. Well, y'all make sure y'all follow him. Make sure give him the Instagrams, give him the YouTubes, give him all that.
Yeah, Trop Davinci on all platforms. You feel me? Trop Davinci on Twitter, Trop Davinci on IG, Trop Davinci on my YouTube. I got some beats that I post up on there. I'm putting them on a playlist so y'all could download them and use them for nonprofit. You feel me? So subscribe to my YouTube. Follow me on IG if you're trying to get a session with me. Tap in, DM me. I respond to most of my DMs. So
holla at me, cause I'm less famous than him.
Yeah,
so
shout
I
out
can
to
be the
brother
plug.
Litty, man. Shout out to brother Litty, man. I'm not that famous. I'm not famous, but I'm trying to get there.
But I can be the plug to connect you to, you know, the peoples. I appreciate your time.
Always an honor, man. Thank
and
you,
this is just the appetizer, like I told y'all.
We got plenty more.
We got a good interview coming through. Y'all make sure y'all cut that off. You know the fucking vibes. It's your boy Litty Willie. We out.